I guess like George Russell saw when he went out for 49 days in a trance and brought 40,000 words back of a, a new science that is more practical and simple that people can understand. Versus the other scientists that are into probable theoretical situations, he actual can grab something to like Tesla, his inventions, or the uh, the rodent coil that can levitate in two different directions and balance things out. There's mufflers that can mufflers been put together, do something that cuts the sound out totally. You can push two acupuncture points at the same time. One will hurt, the other one hurt, but if you use pressure with both, you get to a middle point where you're in a neutral zone. So it's everything is centered in the middle of, like, say, octagon is the ninth point, I call it, of the octagon, and that's what your perspective is. Even if you don't know it, you're always, wherever you go, there you are. So it's what you do with geometry. You're saying, okay, what is the geometry I see? Well, it's the same thing. It's done with two 90-degree angles, and it's in the middle of a square is you can draw a circle, and then you can go smaller circles. So they go four going in, do re mi, and fa sol la ti do goes back out. So there's four more in the middle where they meet. Say if they meet like at the tritone, which is three whole steps up or three whole steps down from the octave, out of 12 steps, you got six whole steps, two groups of that. But in the middle one's called the tritone. Now, I think Plato called it that word because it meant something to him. I looked at it like that. Well, it doesn't mean that to me. I think of it as where you put the arrow inside of a bow to make it shoot, and a try thing. If you move it up a little bit too high or too low, and you take the bow and arrow and do it, it will flutter and go and fall on the ground. But if you get right in the middle, so I'm thinking of the trajectory of you looking at something is that tritone. So in the tritone, you're in the middle of your octave, no matter where you are. And so it could be called a key tone also with George Russell. And then you can say, well, I am looking at this geometry, and then I can use the geometry to make other geometries, and I could keep on drawing it like pixels for the old cartoons. They would do Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, and it looks like he's walking across the floor, and they do it like, it's called TV now. We do the same thing. But so if you're using your mind to do that with your own reality, then you can see deeper that you're connected to the shapes in your own backyard, and it's not in theory. It's actual. Oh, I see the yard at a perpendicular shape next to my tree, or vice versa. And then I'm thinking, I used to look at the clouds all the time, going, what is between the cloud and the blue sky that makes them differentiate the shape of a cloud? And they've got a science for that now. So it's it's all connected if you want to see that way.